it's Mr. P, and welcome to my crib. God, that sounds awful. It's not my crib, it's my house. You're literally here every day through the wonders of WebEx. But for the purpose of this project, it's my crib. This is Renaissance Cribs. And before you ask, don't worry, you don't have to hire a camera crew to follow you around your house like I did. You're just gonna make a slideshow. But in that slideshow, you're gonna include 4 amazing pieces of Renaissance artwork. You get to pick the 4 pieces. They can be paintings, they could be sculptures, they could be frescoes, whatever you want, but you do have to include some key pieces of information in your presentation. First, you have to tell us the title of the artwork or what it's referred to as. Second, you have to tell us the name of the artist. Third, you have to tell us the medium. Is it an oil painting on canvas? Is it a watercolor on paper? Is it a sculpture carved out of stone? Make sure we know what we're talking about. And you also have to tell us about when it was made. Right? You don't have to know the exact year, but we need an approximate year so that we know it's actually coming from the Renaissance time period. Additionally, you need to tell us one fact about that piece of art and one additional fact about the artist. And if you could find out how much that piece of artwork is worth, that would be cool too. Some of this Renaissance artwork is worth millions and millions of dollars. Some of it's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, I'm not Heller. I'm not rolling in the big bucks. So I don't have any Renaissance artwork here in my house. Artwork like that it's a status symbol. It's about showing how wealthy and powerful you are. If you were a wealthy merchant during the Renaissance, you would commission an artist or be a patron of an artist and buy a piece of work from them. If you were somebody who could afford a piece of work from a Renaissance master, that just showed how important you were to everyone else. I'm not that important, but I have some pretty cool comic book artwork. Let's take a look. Now, it's important as I go through this to watch that I'm naming all of the things that you have to name in your own project, and it's up to you to catch me if I miss something. This piece right here is called The Apparition of Nod. It's by an artist named Sam Wolfe Connolly. It's from the year 2016 or 2017, and it is charcoal and carbon on paper, so fancy pencils on fancy paper. One fact about the artist, Sam Wolfe Connolly is an American artist. He's been active in the New York scene for about the last decade or so. One fact about the piece of work, Apparition of Nod, is that he actually made a really cool print of it. So that's the original, and that is the print, and he embellished it with this green color that kind of glows in the dark. It's pretty cool. Let's go into the next room, or the next wall, really. So this is the cover for the comic book issue, The Butcher, the Baker, and the Candlestick Maker, from the series, The Boys. The artist's name is Darick Robertson. He did this in about 2012. One fact about the artist is that he is the co-creator of The Boys, which was then turned into an Amazon Prime TV show that you might be too young to watch, but it's worth sneaking. Let's take a look at the next piece. Now, I'm going to say this a lot, but this is one of my favorite pieces. This is called The Kingmaker. It's by a guy named Ben Temple-Smith. Ben did this. It's an oil painting on wood board. So it's just a piece of wood, really, that he painted on. And I think it came out really, really well. It's probably worth about $500 or $600, so not a lot, but it's still pretty cool. One fact about the painting is that Ben absolutely hates it. He didn't even sell it. He gave it to charity. Someone bought it from the charity, and I bought it from that person. One fact about Ben is that he's an amazing artist, but he has no confidence in his ability. Every year I call him up, I say, "Hey Ben, paint me something." And he goes, "Chris, I'm not very good at that kind of thing." And I go, "But Ben, you're a painter." And he goes, "I don't know, Chris." I go, "But Ben, I'll pay you." And he goes, "I don't know, Chris, I'm not very good at that kind of thing." And I go, "But Ben, I'll pay you more." And like a year later, artwork shows up at my house. It's been working out pretty well so far. So Ben Temple-Smith's Kingmaker, awesome painting, awesome guy. Let's take a look at one more before I throw you out of here. So this wall is all artwork based on things I teach in school. It's usually hanging in my classroom. I'm going to pick one here to talk about that's up in the corner. That one is called Locke and Hobbes. It's by an artist named Pablo Jimenez. It was done in late 2019, early 2020, and it is pencil on paper. One fact about the piece of art is that it's based on our midterm. We have a Locke and Hobbes debate for our midterm most years, and that's why the artist created that. One fact about the artist is that he's one of my former students, and he actually graduated, thank God, in 2020. So Pablo Jimenez, Locke and Hobbes, he's a good dude, good artist, and I think it fits in well with all of these things by other really talented artists. So hey, that's it. This has been my crib. God, I hate the way that sounds. Thanks for coming. I can't wait to see your cribs. Now it's time to get the hell out.